Kick it.
Welcome to Cooking from the Heart. We're not in my kitchen today. In fact, I've run away and joined the circus. We're at Cirque du Soleil's Kooza.
Hi, Karen. Laura, nice to meet you.
It is so nice to meet you, and I'm so excited to be here.
We're so happy to have you here.
I can't even believe I'm at Cirque du Soleil. I love it. I just love it so much. And so thank you so much for letting us come. And I'm excited to see what you got to show me.
We have a good day planned for you. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that the regular person doesn't get to see. So get ready.
Very special. Let's go.
Good. So this is what we call the artistic tent. So everything you see outside in here, we travel with. And this is where the artists train. And you can see it's quite an active day. People are doing Pilates training, working out, getting ready for the show tonight.
What exactly is Cirque du Soleil?
Cirque du Soleil is a circus, but it's a circus without animals. And we like to think of it as a hybrid of circus and theater, because you're getting more of a story than you would in traditional circus, but you're still having those acrobatic elements that people recognize from traditional circus.
So what I love about Cirque du Soleil is they're all different. All the shows are so just crazy different.
Yeah.
So what is Kooza about? What's the story?
Kooza is about, you have your two characters, the innocent, who's kind of a loner, melancholy character, and then you have the trickster, who's this very mischievous type of character. And in the opening scene, the trickster literally appears out of a box and opens this world of Kooza. And so the show is about the journey that the trickster takes the innocent on. And so as the audience member, you see the progression of the innocent and how he changes and who he meets along the way, and at the end, how his world is transformed into color. It's an amazing show. I mean, it's really one of my favorites.
So beautiful. And for me, what's amazing about this is the fact that it's a traveling show.
Yes.
I mean, it's Cirque du Soleil is just so elaborate and incredible, and to do all of this and move it around.
The actual production travels in 60 trucks.
I was going to ask you that. So they travel in trucks, and the artists, do they travel like in buses or flying?
Yeah, by plane or bus, depending on the distance between cities. But we basically do everything but sleep here. We really are a big family.
I'm so excited you guys are coming to Virginia Beach.
Yes,
so when will you be here or there?
So we begin our setup on July 9th, and then our first show is July 16th. We'll be there for 4 weeks till August 16th.
Wow, so it takes you a full week or so to set up.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, there's so much stuff.
Right? 60 trucks, you gotta unload and get them ready.
Vicente and Angel, I am so excited to be here. Tell me, what is your role in Cirque du Soleil in Kooza?
Well, our role with the circus here in Kooza is to do the high wire. We have two cables, one higher than the other one, and we are 4 guys at the same time running, dancing, and doing...
Running, dancing.
A lot of things.
And you're brothers, right?
Yes.
Now, is there another brother also involved in this?
Yes, we are 3 brothers and 2 partners. We are actually 5, but we work for 4 guys in the same time. We come from a circus background. We are the 6th generation.
6th generation. So do you have pictures of your grandfather and great-grandfather
Yes,
and
we
doing
do,
this?
we do.
Oh my gosh, so you learned this when you were very young.
Yeah, very little. Well, I was 11.
And how old were you?
I started also when a little kid. Yeah.
So you have no fear.
No fear. No fear.
It's not good. It's not good to have fear. But we know what we do is very dangerous. So you have to be very concentrate all the time, you know, and be in good shape and practice.
Well, I have heard that you have something in store for me with hopefully the low wire.
Yes, yes.
I'm a little nervous. I'm actually very nervous, but I'm ready to roll whenever you guys are ready.
We are ready. You can try.
All right, here we go. So guide me through this.
Yeah, you can stand up a little bit more. Yes, and just look at the wire and balance with your arm.
Should I look ahead or should I look like
We look
here?
ahead because we run fast.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
What if you go really, really slow? Where do you look?
Don't bend like forward.
Which way should I fall? How high are you when you do this?
Well, we are 30 feet.
And the wire doesn't shake like it's doing when I do this, does it?
Not that much.
Hey, it's moving less. Huh? Okay, here we go. Big trick coming. All right, we good?
My job is to maintain the integrity of the actual show. What the creators, our director created, I have to maintain that excellence and sort of the Cirque standard. So I'm responsible for 48 incredible artists along with 8 musicians and singers, and making sure that the show stays in the best shape possible. We have an incredible casting part of the Cirque organization that go worldwide. A lot of the artists will do submissions. We have a website that they can actually submit their specialty to the organization, and we go, wow, no one out there has seen this or is doing that. Let's bring them here. We have one young lady here that's the only woman in the world that does the teeter board on stilts. Only one. She's the only one in the world that does it. So it's finding these unique artists, acrobats, and we want to specialize and feature them here in Cirque.
I play the East Indian single role. The music of the show is very varied. So the East Indian singer is my character in the show. She's just this Indian princess, and with the moves and the little dance moves and stuff.
What has been the craziest difference or the thing that's impacted you most?
I think that the improvs that we have to do in this show, the vocal improvisations, has
You do improvs in the show?
Yes, we have to really follow the acts and the acrobats actually. So that keeps it really interesting, but also the improvs has to respect the style.
How often do you practice? Like, because you have to take care of your voice so it doesn't get overused, right?
Absolutely. So basically, well, I mean, vocal cords are different muscles than these guys. You can't, do 8 hours a day of working out, but I warm up every day 30 minutes, and there's also a physical training.
When we come back, we meet the people who keep these artists well-fed and well-dressed. This you've got to see.
So Shane, thank you so much for letting me in your kitchen.
Thanks
I am
for
so
coming in.
thrilled to be back here with you.
Awesome.
How long have you been with Cirque?
1 year.
1
Just
year.
a little bit over a year now, yeah.
And how does it compare to your other chefing?
Completely different. It's absolutely wild. I think the first 2 months you spend learning how to do the job, and then the whole place just gets picked up around you and moved on.
How many people do you cook for in a day?
We've got between 110 to 130, 140 people a day.
Now, do people just flow in and out all day, or are there like scheduled seatings?
Usually they flow in and out, but our accommodation's a little bit further away in the city, so everyone will come on a shuttle bus, so we could get 20 or 30, even 40 people at a time, and they'll just come through our buffet and like a cyclone.
How long does it take you to set up your kitchen? Like when you move to a new place?
Usually about 3 days.
Wow,
Yeah.
3 days.
So we basically camp for the first 3 days. We've got barbecues down the back, a little tent set up,
Oh, wow.
so that we're cooking outdoors for the first few days while all this gets set up around us. So the construction guys will put it all together, we'll come in and clean it, and hopefully after 3 days we're inside.
So you have all of these really athletic people with very specialized needs. Do you make just a ton of different specific menus, or how do you do that?
In terms of menus, we've also got 15 different nationalities on tour at least, so that's something we need to take
And
into
they miss
account.
their home food.
Absolutely. So we have different menus for lunch and dinner every day. So we run basically 12 different menus every week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that people get variety. And for us, it's all about variety. Yes, we have athletes on tour who want to be able to make the choice. So, we'll have a cold table always set up. We'll always have salads. We'll always have 2 different types of protein, vegetarian dishes, starch dishes, 2 vegetables. So
And it's up
there's
to you
always
to
variety.
keep them all slim and trim, right? You're the man behind the shape.
I like to think that they're grown-ups and they can make decisions, but we do what we can not to deep fry everything.
Oh, that's good. Now, I'm just, as a cook myself, sometimes it's hard to find really fresh ingredients and produce. And when you're traveling to places that you've never been to before, how do you manage that? Do you call ahead of time? Like, how do you...
Absolutely. So that's a big part of my job is the last few weeks I've been concentrating on the next city, which is Virginia Beach, as you know, and calling around and seeing what kind of supplies that local producers can give us. And trying to get fresh fruits and vegetables and fish supplies, meat supplies, and that's a big part of my job. The moment we get set up in a city, it's all about the next city, and whilst maintaining this as well.
So you never get a breather in between. It's just go, go, go.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It keeps me out of trouble.
Can we go back there so I can take a look at it?
Absolutely. Let's
Great.
go have a look. We spoke before about setup and tear down and how we actually cook for people before we've got our whole kitchen set up. This is David over here.
Hey, David.
He's very shy, he doesn't say much.
He's busy.
Yeah, he's very busy. So for the first few days, we've got about 100 people, between 80 and 100 people on site, technicians, crew, etc. And yeah, we're pretty much cooking outdoors. This is most of the setup. We'll have a couple of more burners, some water tanks set up so that we can still wash up out here.
That is
tables
amazing.
set up down the middle here as well.
Now, you're the kitchen manager.
Yes.
And how many chefs are working
We
at a
have
time?
3 full-time staff that travel with us as well. And we've got probably 8 or 9 casuals that we hire in each city just to come in and help us out. They're not necessarily qualified chefs, but they're people that can help. It's great to have local knowledge.
So I'm looking at your kitchen, your freezer, your walk-in, and it looks like many that I've been into before, but
Yep.
you're telling me it's a little different. There's something very unique about it.
It's a little different because it's on wheels. The whole thing is one big semi-trailer, and you can see at the other end is our dry store. So we basically pack all our equipment in here when we go to leave. Obviously, we shut the fridges and freezers down, and we use up all the food. But
These are semis.
this is one big semi-trailer.
Wow. So what is this tub of hot water?
This is this is our sous vide machine. This is one of my favourite toys. So the ribs that you saw in the buffet today, we've been cooking those for probably about 50 hours by now.
Wow, they're gonna fall right off the bone.
They are falling right off the
man.
bone. This is a great toy, and yeah, we've been doing all sorts of things, vegetables and fish. And
I wouldn't think of a sous vide on a semi-converted kitchen truck thing, but
Yeah.
that's so awesome that you have. You're really doing some fantastic
Well, it's
culinary choices here. I mean, they're getting really good food. It's not just
we want to
like
make sure that they do get variety and not.
and delicious.
Sandwiches
It's not just
and-
variety; it's delicious. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Very
We've
cool.
got a pretty good job.
You sure have.
Maintaining the variety and stopping people from getting bored is one of the biggest, not problems that we have, but one of the. You're paranoid about it. You want to make sure that everyone's happy because you're very aware that everyone's away from their families and they're missing home.
And you said you get a lot of special requests. So are you pretty well versed with different ethnic foods?
Yes and no. David, who you met before, is the most adventurous chef I've ever seen. He's just not afraid to try his hand at anything at all. I'm probably a little bit more by the book, and David just goes for it, and it's fantastic to have someone like that on tour. In fact, all the guys are just super adventurous, and it really makes my job a lot easier.
In my family, the kitchen is kind of the home of the family. It's where we all get together and we eat and we're one. Is that the same thing with Cirque du Soleil with Kooza?
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, it's the place where the artists can come and relax. Not just the artists, the crew, absolutely everyone can just come and be relaxed and be themselves and not be in costume.
And you're getting to know them and make their special foods for them.
Yeah.
And so it's really a big family.
And they'll come and request things, and yeah, it's great.
Well, Jason, you are head of wardrobe, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh, that to me sounds like it'd be such an exciting but really hard job.
It's a little taxing. We work a lot of hours here in the department.
Who comes up with all of the ideas for the different costumes?
Okay, we have a costume designer. Her name is Marie-Chantal Valencourt. She is a Quebec designer. This is her second show that she designed for Cirque. Our job here at Kooza on the wardrobe department is to maintain the costumes and maintain the artistic integrity of the costumes.
Okay.
So the costumes are built in Montreal. We take over 300 measurements of the body, including digitally scanning the body now. We've really introduced technology. We used to do plaster heads of each artist so we can get a perfect fit for everyone. Now it's all done with little electrodes, and then they scan it and it's able to be printed.
That is incredible. Yeah. So no one can gain or lose a pound, right?
Well,
or is that what you're here for?
They do, and that's what exactly. We're here to make sure the safety of the artist and the comfort of the artist is done every single day.
So what's your favorite costume?
One of my favorite ones is the high wire costumes. They're extremely regal and look in full white. Except at the very beginning, they wear this beautiful red coat that we'll be trying on you in a minute.
Ooh, I can't wait. Can we try it on now?
Absolutely.
Right.
Let me go ahead and grab it. This is our coat that we're going to be trying on today.
Beautiful. Now, they don't wear this up on the wire, do they?
They do not. This is their entrance and finale coats. It's a nice reveal to the white regal look of our prestigious artists.
I feel very, very special right now. This is way cooler than an apron. Can I just take this for cooking from the heart? I could do some stuff in this, right? Lots of arm space.
So this is our look for our high wire act.
I love it. So now do you know what the thought behind this design was? Is they just like open it up and it's all white?
Exactly. When you see the show, it's a nice reveal. They start off in all red and magic instant into all white.
Oh my gosh, I love it. This is, wow. Oh my gosh, I better take this off. I'm gonna do something to it. I'm not,
open it up. There you go.
Ooh, I like that.
Coming up, we get to meet the Trickster. And we find out just what it takes to be part of a traveling show. Don't go anywhere.
So Joey, what is your role in Kooza?
In Kooza, I play the Trickster. So I'm the role that's kind of the leader of this magical world that I take the innocent on the journey. And I kind of introduce all of the acts and kind of just tie the entire story together.
So you're kind of telling the story.
Absolutely, and the main character of the show, the Innocent, it's about his journey going through the world of Kooza, and I'm leading him through almost like a Big Brother type character.
And how does the audience react to your character?
That's kind of all up to me. It's up to my stage presence and how I bring them in. The acts are amazing all on their own, but it's just that that extra bit of my personality and my presence on stage to pull them in. And it's nice when I personally feel that I'm making connections with the audience members and I can see their own faces light up. I grew up a dancer my whole life. I trained in classical ballet. I was also an acrobat. I was a tumbler, and I trained in acrobatic dance. I also did jazz, hip hop, tap, lyrical, contemporary. I did it all. I wanted to get a job one day that would incorporate all my skills. So I definitely used all my classical training. The Trickster's a very pulled up, classical type character. I use my acrobatics. I'm a tumbler, and I feel like I'm completely utilized with all my skills here.
So would you say your personality and the Trickster are close, or are you two different people?
You know, it's scary how alike the Trickster and I are. Getting into the character development, and Stefan, who plays the innocent, he and I, when we first met, we started playing the roles together and communicating as our characters on stage, and it just kind of became second nature right away. And we created this relationship right away that ended up working really, really well for the stage.
What's the toughest thing or the most difficult part or challenging aspect about working with a traveling troupe?
You know, it's moving 60 trucks and 100 people from city to city is obviously a challenging thing, but Cirque du Soleil has been doing this for 30 years, so they really have it down to quite a science. It's interesting for us because Virginia Beach, we've been there with our arena shows. We've played Norfolk and Hampton before, but we've never brought a big top there. So that even adds a different challenge, but it's exciting for us. We're always excited to break into a new market, and you know, everything from finding the site. We're going to be at the Virginia Beach Convention Center and setting everything up, and for Virginia Beach too, we're going to have a little bit of a different setup than we do regularly. Trying to have some different vendors that really bring a local beach type flavor to our show.
What's your favorite thing about working for Cirque du Soleil?
You know what? My favorite thing is being constantly challenged by the creativity and the artistry and the commitment of these people. I mean, it's a place that you get to constantly push yourself, a place that you constantly grow because you're surrounded by the best. It reminds me of being when I was on Broadway. You're with the best of the best. It's Cirque is the best, and I mean that sincerely. It's not an advertisement. It is truly a wonderful playground to play in. What makes this show so unique to Cirque is we went back to traditional circus. We went back to the art of clowning, the art of acrobats. A lot of the Cirque show have all those components, but the storyline is skewed in different directions. Ours takes you back to what we all grew up knowing the circus should be, but bigger, brighter, and more exciting.
This is our big top. So we're standing in front of the entrance tent, and then behind that you can see the big top where we were earlier, and all of the flags, they actually represent all the countries that we have on tour. So in the middle we have the Canadian flag and the Quebec province flag, which is where the company is headquartered from, but then the rest of them is all to represent the people, because it really is an international cast, an international company, and that's a huge part of Cirque du Soleil, is that the people who work for it come from all over.
Well, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I have learned so much today, and this has been such an amazing experience.
It's been great having you.
Wonderful being here. Thank you.
Can't wait to come to Virginia Beach.
Can't wait to see you there. I had an incredible day today. I learned so much about Cirque du Soleil and even got to try my hands, or maybe my feet, on the tightrope. Now, depending on when you're watching this show, you still might be able to get tickets at the website listed here below. And don't forget to join me next time when I'm back in my kitchen making real meals for real families. Today. In fact, I've run away and joined the circus. We're at Cirque du Soleil's Kooza. We gotta redo that because my hair's like distracted. Same thing.